greatness. Welcome back to another episode of Runaway Dragons TV, baby. You already know it's your host, Lemon23, aka Lemicious, right hand and Zeus. And you already know we back with that Switch analysis, man. We're gonna talk about resolution, frame rates, and of course, game updates. And can you believe this? It's been a stupendous situation with the Switch 2. They are even updating Switch 1 games with the possibility, or no, the features of game sharing, one cartridge, two consoles, on and offline. But first, you already know
where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at? Where Brooklyn at?
You
Where Brooklyn at?
Brooklyn, stand up. Now let's get into this Runaway Dragons TV tech analysis of the Switch 2, baby. You already know how we do. Let's get it. First up is Super Mario Odyssey. Now, this is a game I gotta commend Nintendo and pat them on the back because they did a multitude of updates. But let me start here first. When you was in that city before and those NPCs was moving like robots and popping in, well, you still get a slight bit of popping, but now the city is more populated. It's running at 60 frames solid. Man, you talking about an update. Let me tell you what it totally consists of. It consists of a res boost, more NPCs, yes, I said that, and HDR support with a low time boost. Now that's what I'm talking about. And you know what else they did to this game? One cartridge to rule them all. You can share between two Switch 2s and you can share the game over online also. Kudos to Nintendo. So like I said, 60 frames a second, HDR support, solid resolution boost. Facts. Now this is one of the games I was disappointed highly in when I bought this game. Let's get into this. After this little small update, let me tell you how Ultimate Alliance runs. It runs absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely playable now. And what's crazy is when you finally get into those boss battles, those sluggish controls and slowdowns are no longer there. The Switch 2 has brute force this game into existence. And not only with that, with the Switch 2 game chat, man, now me and my boy Cognito can actually have a conversation and don't use our PS5s, our Xbox Series X's, and our cell phones to communicate. Shout out to Nintendo. Let's get it. Another good update. Very warranted. Let's go. Now, this is another game that needed a big update, and this is another free update from Nintendo. First of all, this is Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury. We're going to talk about Bowser's Fury in a minute. But first of all, let's talk about what they added to 3D World. They have added Res Boost and Game Share. This is absolutely amazing. And what's crazy, the game always ran pretty damn smooth, but it seems to be a little bit more silkier than the 60 frames we received. Now, while it's dark, that is. Now, let's get into Bowser's Fury. Bowser's Fury was horrendous. Soon as you played it, you got into those Bowser parts, the game would freeze, stutter, jitter, the control would be all over the place. And now I am happy to tell you, it has received a 60 frames per second boost in a solid state. 1080p in portable mode. Oh my God, that is amazing. So now you'll be able to play this game at a higher resolution than you did on your Switch 1, which ran 720p and stuttered so poorly. So now you get a solid, steady frame rate out of both of these games. Plus, you get 60 frames in portable mode. That way to go, Nintendo. Now, ARMS has also received a numerous amount of updates. Let's hop into this. First off, it has received HDR support. Yes, the game now supports HDR. It also has a constant 60 frames per second now with a resolution boost. That is very important. I always thought this game looked good and I always thought it played good, but being that I played it at a constant 60 frames, it gave me a better feel for the game. But this is the best thing, and it didn't do well on the Switch 1. In the 4-player split screen, you now have 60 frames per second constant on a 4-player split screen. Now, this is one of the games that received another free update. All of these games on the list have received the update that I'm talking about today. That's been absolutely free, but 4-player split screen. So now you can have a more enjoyable time with your family and friends. Now, this is a bonus game I like to throw in there. This game came out a long time ago. I got it free digitally. I tried to play it. It's one of my favorite games. Man, Bayonetta 1. Absolutely amazing game. It is definitely the Devil May Cry of the female shooters on the planet. Tons of action, tons of graphical fidelity. But when it hit the Switch, my God, it was unplayable. The frame rate dips, the freezing, the stutters, the controls getting off. And now it has been brute forced into smooth gameplay. Now the resolution didn't get touched, but the Switch 2 hardware definitely advanced it. And the last time I've seen a console do this quite of a performance on an older game without a patch, because this game does not have a patch, does not, was the Xbox One X. It was brute forcing games to 60 frames a second. It was brute forcing games to hold on to 4K 120s. So kudos out to Nintendo. This is a bonus title. Bayonetta, if you stop playing it like I did, hop back in this game, beat it, enjoy it, and especially enjoy that solid frame rate. Facts. Now let's jump into another one. Now here we go with another one. This is Zelda's Link's Awakening. Now this is one of my favorite Zeldas of all time. I'm not currently a fan of Breath of the Wild and Tales of the Kingdom, but I definitely love the OG classic. You know, we're gonna do some streams with that too. But let me tell you what the free update gave you. First of all, now this game has a steady 60 frames per second. Yes, 60 frames per second everywhere in the map. It is constant, it is clean. Man, I was impressed. But what really impressed me was the resolution boost. Definitely resolution boost. But this is the kicker. The anti-aliasing issues from when it was on Switch 1, yes, aliasing issues are now completely gone. And on top of that, we have load times reduced. Yes, load times. So now you get into your games faster on the Switch 2. Shout out to Nintendo. This is another free update. Man, I'm gonna hop back into this game and I'm gonna play like I'm brand new to it. Facts. Last game on this list is Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Now this game, man, was already a gorgeous game, ran pretty decent, had some hiccups, but once again, with the update from the Switch 2, from Switch 1, it has received a solid 60 frames a second, and it's also so slightly a resolution boost increase. I left it for last on the list because it was the least impressive, but you will have a solid experience. For those people that upgraded to the Switch 2 and you didn't currently have any of these titles, go check them out. They're free updates. You don't have to pay. You don't have to get hit with the Nintendo hammer. But it's definitely a good situation with the way the Switch has been bringing updates for free. I will be doing a couple other games. I think about doing the Machina X and Astro Chain. I haven't gave them a go yet, but I definitely want to try those out and see how the Switch 2 handles those games, and even if they have updates yet. I've been going through my back catalog. I've been enjoying playing the console, and it's come up short in some areas, but listen, it's definitely a Switch 1 Pro or 1.5, whatever you want to call it. That's the video for today. Please hit that like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. And to my members, man, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all make these things happen. To my awesome community, share this out, get people involved. Your boy Lemon is out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.